Welcome to Group 6. This video will talk about intonation. My group have 5 members: Nguyễn Minh Tâm, Chu Thị Quỳnh, Như Đặng Thị Phương Nhi, Nguyễn Thị Kim Oanh, Nguyễn Thị Nhung.
Hi guys, I'm Nhung and I will talk about some basic concepts. The first is intonation. About definition, the term intonation refers to the way the voice goes up and down in pitch when people are speaking. And about function, express our own thought, understand those of others, and intonation gives a clue about the speaker's attitude or how he feels about what he is saying. And for example, based on intonation, we can know the purpose, personality, or mood of a person. I'm sad because I'm fail. Next is pitch. Definition: pitch refers to the degree of highness or lowness of a tone. Example: hello, hello, hello. And next is tone. Definition: tone is a certain pattern of pitch movement. By means of tone, the speaker signals whether what he or she says is a proclamation, an agreement, a disagreement, a question, a hesitation, or indicator of compliment and continuation of turn taking in speech. Example: I don't agree, but I'm not sure about my answer either.
Hi guys, my name is Quỳnh Như. Now let's come to 7.1.4 Tonic syllable. Tonic syllable is the most stressed syllable, where the tone falls. The tonic syllable is normally the primary stressed syllable, as the last contained words in an intonation phrase. For example, I'm a student. I'm a student. I contact and meet him tomorrow. I contact and meet him tomorrow. Next, 7.1.5 Intonation phrase. Intonation phrase is a stretch of discourse which contains a tonic syllable. An utterance can be spoken as one or several one-tone units, depending on the tempo of speech and the speaker's purpose of communication. For example, I'm going to Hanoi for a meeting next Saturday. This utterance has one tone unit. Next, I'm going to Hanoi for a meeting next Saturday. This utterance has two tone units. And last, I'm going to Hanoi for a meeting next Saturday. This utterance has three tone units. At syntactic level, a noun phrase, a verb phrase, an adverbial phrase, a prepositional phrase, a clause, or even a short simple sentence can be a tone unit. For example, if the team does its job well, the manager will speak kindly about the group. If the team is a noun phrase, does its job well is a verb phrase. The manager is a noun phrase. Will speak kindly is a verb phrase. About the group is prepositional phrase.
Function of intonation. Intonation has 4 major functions, namely attitudinal function, accentual function, grammatical function, and recursive function. Attitudinal function expresses the speaker's attitude and emotion to the topic, or as a response to the listener's statement, and adds additional meaning to the semantic of the statement. Grammatical function identifies Grammatical structure in speech similar to punctuation in writing. It is claimed that in English a following piece movement is associated with statements, but a rising piece turns a statement into a yes or no question. As in he going home. This U.S. intonation is more typical of American English than of British. Some sentences may be ambiguous when written, but it can be removed by the use of intonation. An excited example is the sentence, "Those who so quickly make a profit." This sentence can be uttered in at least two different ways. English speakers hear two different paraphrase of the sentences because of the different placement of the tone units soundary added. The intonation using question tag can have a rising tone or falling tone. When it has a falling tone as in the speaker is comparatively certain that the information is correct and simply asking for confirmation, while the rising tone in B is said to indicate a lesser degree of certainty, so the speaker is asking for information. A chain to a function distinguishes between old and new information in an utterance and directs the listener's attention to the salient points of the message. Example, I want to know where he is traveling to, not from. She was wearing a red dress, not another color. The causal function signals the way sequence of utterance are contracted under coherent in a spoken discourse. The discourse function of intonation is subdivided into main areas. The use of intonation to focus the listener's attention on the message that is the most important. 2. The regulation of conversational behavior. In the case of attention focusing, the placing of tonic stress on the proper syllable on the particular word in the tone unit is the most obvious use. In many cases, the tonic stress is placed on the word that is the most important. Example, I went to Thailand. Sometimes describing the tonic stress placement according to information content seems to be more appropriate if a word occurrence in a given sentence is more predictable than the information content of that word is work in a lower too. Tonic stress tends to be placed on the word with higher information content. Example, I have to take the dog for a walk. I have to take the dog to the vet. Another way in which intonation can assist in focusing attention is the tone chosen. Let's take a look at the following. Example, since the last time we met when we had that hot dinner, I've been on the diet. The first two tone units present information that is relevant to what the speaker is saying, but which is not something new to the listener. The final tone units present new information. It says that falling tone indicates new information, while rising tone or rising indicate given information.
Our voice falls at the end of a sentence or any time we wish to express finality and certainty. I just gave you an example. We use falling intonation for statements. I enjoy music. I can read musical notes. The difference between those two sentences is that with music, I have two syllables to work with. Music, music. I'm going up in pitch on mu and then down in pitch on zik. In other words, I'm going up on a stressed syllable. Rising intonation is used with many questions, especially yes-no questions. Those are questions that can be answered with a simple yes or no. Are you coming? Can you help? As with falling intonation, rising intonation makes use of stepping and gliding. Step up when you have more than one syllable to work with. Coming, rising intonation can express doubt, uncertainty, and incompletion. It's not a bad thing necessarily. In fact, rising intonation can be a helpful signal that we need an answer. Are you coming? I need confirmation, yes or no. Sometimes we use rising intonation to turn a basic statement into a question because we need confirmation. So grammatically, the sentence looks like a statement.
Hi, I'm Nhi. Today I'm talk about the falling tone and rising tone. Part 1. For intonation or falling tone. A. The end of declarative utterance that give a statement, such as I bought a new motorbike. B. The end of reply to a question, such as when are you leaving tomorrow. C. The end of WH question which ask for information, such as how long have you been learning English. D. The end of comment, such as don't close the door. E. A question that requires confirmation or seek an agreement rather than a request. The text may follow a statement or an exclamatory sentence, such as it's a beautiful today, isn't it? It's an idea for a picnic. F. A noun phrase adds to a WH was question to clarify the subject or object of the question, such as how long has she been teaching English? G. The end of a clause containing your information. Example, see you on Sunday, but I'm going on holiday at the weekend. 8. The indirect a more polite request. For example, would you mind holding it? I wonder if you could help me. Part 2. Right intonation or right tone. A. The end of a tone unit containing the information that have been mentioned already known or implicitly implied. For example, no thanks, I'm on a diet because I want to lose weight. You can just eat less, you have to do more exercise. B. A adjective that indicates the urgency. For example, long, close the door. C. Question that show uncertainty and request answer. For example, you didn't do it, did you? D. Yes or no question to make sure about something. For example, are you a student? E. Direct request, offer, and suggestion. For example, would you like some tea? F. For or WH one question to get the speaker repeat what he or she has said. For example, say it again. Sorry. G. A noun phrase referring to the subject or object of the statement before it. For example, they look so cute. They don't. It's list. For example, she took a camera, an umbrella, and hat, and sun cream.
Hi guys, my name is Orange Unit 7.343 for right intonation. For right, it shows that speaker is not certain of the answer they are giving to a question or is reluctant to reply. Incomplete statements. Incomplete statements signal the speaker's unfinished thought. Example: A. Did you like my new handbag? Well, the letter in Nike. The end of what close. For example, what he need is earning as much money as possible. The end of a relative clause in a correct sentence if the information in the clause is given. For example, A. Where are the sandwich? It is dark. That is on sandwich. The end success answer given by the questioner. Example, where are you going? Shopping mall.
Here's an example.
Now let's watch video to understand more about foray.
When you need help, who can you turn to? When you need help, who can you turn to? Help. When you need help, who can you turn to? We can use a fall-rise intonation pattern in lists as an alternative to rising intonation. Here's an example. We can count on family, friends, and even neighbors. Family, friends, and even neighbors. And we can use a fall rise when we're counting, perhaps to sound more certain or more authoritative. As in 1, 2, 3. I've also meant 2, 3, 4, and 5. I've also meant.
Thank you, Jennifer channel and the next 7 power 3 power 4 rifle intonations. We use rifle intonation for choice, list, unfinished results, and conditional sentence. Alternative question. Are you having soup or salad? Is John leaving on Thursday or Friday? Does he speak German or French? Is John live over or ever? List rising, 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 and falling. Intonation fall on the last item to show that the list is finished. We have was apples, pear, bananas, and orange. The sweater come in blue, white, pink, and black. Partial statements. In the response to the following question, the rifle intonation indicates reservation. The speaker hesitates to fully express his result. Do you like New Hand Park? Well, the leader is Nike, but I don't like it. What was the meal like? The fish were good, but the rest wasn't great. Conditional sentence. The tones rise in the first clause and fall readily in the second clause. If he called, ask him to leave a message. Next, 7 power 3 power 5. Right or full right intonation. Right or full right intonation is also common in the following case.